Agents, please go up. Observers, invited guests, agents, please go up. Contestants who have reserved a place for you, please come and take your seats. Distinguished delegates, please come in. Distinguished delegates, please come in.
But you have to observe me sometimes. Maybe I
Members of the media,
could be around there. For them, you only observe me sometimes. You're not sometimes. Yeah, I hear they did it. This big one, so for blur. Now for blur. And this one I have to zoom. This zoom in or out. Get. So just be smart.
please. Distinguished delegates, please come in. The deputy governor is on his way coming. Please, if you know you are a delegate, please come in. The guest of honor is on his way coming. Stay, please.
football, 2 amateur football, 3
Thank
Excellency, you are welcome.
Excellency, you are welcome.
The national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May we be seated. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Comrade Philip Shaibu, we welcome you to this 78th General Assembly of the Nigeria Football Federation, as well as the Election Congress for... Please, the program has started, please. We'll be having the elective congress as well at the business end of the program. But please, let us put our hands together for His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Comrade Philip Shaibu. Comrade Shaibu, you're welcome, sir. A very wonderful supporter of football. We also recognize the members of the Nigeria Football Federation and the members of representatives of FIFA who are here. Please, let's all put our hands together for the president of the Nigeria Football Federation and member, FIFA Council, Mr. Amaju Pinnick. We have also with us the first vice president of the NFF, Barrister Sheyi Akiwumi, is also chairman of Lagos State Football Association. Let's put our hands together for this chairman of the Senate Committee on Sports, Senator, distinguished Senator, Joseph Obinna Ogba. We have with us as well a representative of the Nigeria Olympic Committee, under which the federations are umbrellaed. Please, let's put our hands together for Mr. Mohamed Baba Abdullahi, who is the Deputy Secretary General, representing Alhaji Abu Gume. We have with us as well the second Vice President of the NFF, who is here with us, and is also the chairman of the Nigerian Professional Football League, Malam Sheudiko. Malam Sheudiko, let's put our hands together with him. And then we have, of course, representatives of World Football Governing Body, FIFA, and the Continental Governing Body, CAF, who are here to witness this very momentous occasion. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Justin Fernandez. Fernandez is a former Swiss international footballer, and you will remember he scored a famous goal against Spain at the 2010 FIFA World Cup. Let's put our hands together for him. We also welcome Mr. Solomon Mudege. Mr. Solomon Mudege is the Director of African Development. Mr. Mukhtar Haras, Mr. Ahmad Mohamed Mukhtar Haras is also here. From the Confederation of African Football, we have Mr. Felix Majani. Mr. Felix Ajani. Please, let's put our hands together for him. We also have other members of the NFF Exec Committee who are here present. Let's put our hands together for Alhaji Ahmed Yusuf Fresh. Please welcome Alhaji Mohamed Al-Khali. We welcome Chief Felix Ayan Siagu. Put your hands together for the Amazon, Ms. Aisha Falodi. Please welcome Alhaji Baba Gana Kali. Let's put our hands together for Alhaji Sheriff Rabiu Inua. We have with us Alhaji Ganiyu Majekodumi. We have with us here Honorable Suleiman Yaya Kwande. I can see Alhaji Ibrahim Musa Guso is the chairman of chairmen. Let's put our hands together for him. And of course, I like to tell you that we have representatives of the leading financial audit firm in the world, who are also the financial auditors of the Nigeria Football Federation, PwC. Mr. Tolu Adeleke is here with us. Mr. Tolu Adeleke for Best Financial Governance. Thank you very much. At this point, we'd like to, this administration has been in place for 8 years now, 2014 to 2022, driving Nigerian football. We have a 15-minute documentary that will highlight some of the leadership and legacy projects that they have undergone. Happy viewing. Thank you.
Football in Nigeria is more than a sport. It is part of our identity. And though we may disagree on some factors of the game, one thing is certain: even with said differences, we can still sit around for 90 minutes for the sake of the game. But is football in Nigeria all about the game played on the field? In 1933, the colonial government of the Royal Niger Protectorate founded the Nigerian Football Association, NFA. It was formally launched in 1945 and was saddled with the responsibility of serving as the official governing body of football in Nigeria. The NFA formed the foundation of Nigerian football by creating the first national football team in 1949. And in 1959, the football governing body then became member of the Confederation of African Football, CAF, and also joined the Federation International de Football Association, FIFA, in 1960. With these influences and circumstances within a period of time, the Nigerian Football Association, NFA, was then changed to the Nigerian Football Federation in 2008. The 38th football administration in Nigeria was led by Amaju Melvin Pinnick, who emerged through legitimate election in September 30th, 2014, and was re-elected in 2018 for a second term.
Before Amaju Pinnick became the president of Nigeria Football Federation, in fact, at the time when politicking was on, Amaju Pinnick was nowhere close to even contesting for any post.
It was not even in the calculation in the first place. A lot of game plan, counter game plans, and to the extent that there were even some court cases trying to stop the elections.
Being a tactical politician who started right from secondary school, he studied the ground and he was able to penetrate.
I also see him as a destiny child who, got appointed from heaven to come and see how he can do his own bit for Nigerian football, and I think he has done it.
He has always shown deep interest in organizing football events, competitions, award ceremonies, things to do with football, and he was very methodical about it.
He was very much involved in self-development.
Amaju Pinnick has always been passionate about development through sports and entertainment. The interest and passion began from his younger days as a student in secondary school up until his university days, and even after. This spurred him to pursue a career in sports development. He began his career in sports development serving as the personal assistant to Sepp Blatter, the former FIFA president, in 1999. Over the years, his fervency in sports development was inescapable, thus earning him the opportunity to serve as the elected second vice chairman of Delta State Football Association in 1999. And in 2002, he was elected as the first vice chairman, Delta State Sports FA. And in 2005, he was elected as the chairman, Delta State Football Association. Due to his exceptional performance in sports developments in Delta State, he was then appointed as the executive chairman of Delta State Sports Commission. In 2014, Amaju Pinnick contested for the office of the president of the Nigerian Football Federation and won. In the history of the Nigerian Football Federation administration, there has never been a president who has served 2 terms. There must be a reason for this.
Today, not only that he is the president of Nigeria Football Federation, but the only president, the only person who was able to get second term as the president of Nigeria Football Federation. And where did he go the second term? In the northern part of the country. having come from a minority tribe and group in Nigeria. And he was able to have a very massive support from both the north, the south, and everywhere in Nigeria. So that is to show you how apt he is as a sports politician.
His leadership, to start with, you can ask anybody in the board of the Nigerian Football Federation, it's about collective. Pinnick is somebody who can say, look, okay, he has his own ideas, but by the time he comes together and puts it on the table, other people bring other ideas that he thinks are valid and maybe would do better than what he's suggesting. He runs with it, and he adopted it as his own.
You need to lead, you need to have a few things, in my opinion. The first thing is passion for what you're doing. Amaju has a lot of passion for football, and it didn't just start today.
I think he must count himself as lucky because one, he was able to bring his board members and the Congress to be united. He was also able to weather the storm against government interference. It takes a man with a Trojan heart to do that kind of thing. He became a game changer, a stabilizing force, bringing all his firebrand approaches to issues. And honestly speaking, without any iota of doubt or fear of contradiction, I think that must have been the reason why he was able to be elected twice.
He determines the goal and then gets everybody to work towards that goal.
The 37 or 38 administration of Nigerian football under the leadership of Pinnick Melvin Amaju has tried his best. They have discharged themselves creditably well to see that they stabilize the system. And I think we have seen a lot of stabilization. Even though during the first tenure, Amaju, my friend, took time to see how, he can fight so many forces, because he had to battle with court cases, he had to battle with people who felt this young, dynamic gentleman should not be part of the system, who felt he was just, a product of circumstances, and as such, you can see that he was able to manage the crisis effectively, and you can see that the NFF we have today is doing better than, some that we've had in the past.
One good thing about Amaju is, as he brings an idea, he will also be thinking of how do we fund this, and most of the time, he tries to reach out to corporate organizations and individuals to come to our aid.
Before he came, they were not even being paid salaries. But he came, he made sure backlog of salaries were paid, and he tried to put round pegs in round holes.
But it was just one step after the other. Where you think that he wouldn't, there's nothing's going to come out of this. And he gets it done, and he gets the result.
Nigerian football has been stabilized under Amaju tenure in office.
The Super Eagles, the female teams, and others are seen as the face of the Nigerian Football Federation. So, externally, a lot of people judge football administration by the performance of the team without understanding that there are structures that governs football administration.
For an ordinary man walking on the street, is what he sees practically on the field of play. Either the Super Eagles is playing, either the under-17 boys or girls, either the Super Falcons or the Falconets. To administer the federation alone is not easy. For those people that are playing, you must be able to get good sponsorship for them. You must be able to get quality kit sponsorship for them. Welfare is there. Even the youth development is there, which people don't see. The technical development is also there. The leagues are also there because these are issues of the federation. The federation actually has control over the leagues, but have been able to second it to the league managers. The federation itself is an image maker of the country. It's a brand, it's a national carrier, and its exposure has been able to bring so much goodies to the Nigerian Football Federation generally.
Sometimes he goes out of his way to even use his personal money to make sure that the Nigerian football is run. There was a time we had a problem of getting flight. He had to use his card to block and get us a chartered flight to take out players for a competition. That happened several times. The fact is that you cannot talk of African football today without mentioning Amaju Melvin. We started before him. But I can tell you without any fear of tradition, he's ahead of us.
It all seemed so surreal, though it was with also his position with CAF. A lot of us, I for one, also thought that, look, this guy has started again. You just knew. You are barely 4 years old as the president of the NFF. We've had Nigerians who have been, who have served the continent for so many number of years, and nobody, not one, got it under 4 years. And here you are.
He came as the president of the Nigeria Football Federation within that first term. He became an executive board of the Confederation of Africa Football. And not only that, he was also the vice president of the Confederation of Africa Football and the president of AFCON. He played a very significant role in bringing in the then president of CAF into that exalted seat. He has also done a lot to promote the name of Nigeria by bringing in so many Nigerians into subcommittees of CAF and even in FIFA.
He's already shown that he has these qualities. So there's no doubt in my mind that, and indeed, we all pray that he gets to the largest stage to represent us. You may like him, you don't like him, he certainly would help Nigeria at that level.
No administration in the history of Nigerian football has been plagued with trials and distraction as much as this administration. Amidst turbulence, the Ahmad-led administration strived in staying focused and delivering innovative solutions to developing football in Nigeria.
The past few years have been a lot of challenges under his leadership as the leader of the NFF.
You cannot beat his exposure. He has been able to bring his business acumen into the administration of Nigerian football. And for any leader who has that crisis management skills, who is very effective in communication, somebody who is transparent, somebody who is honest.
Amaju Pinnick over the years is known for his diplomacy, innovative thinking, unique interpersonal problem-solving skills, and this has seen him grow a network of influential men and women from all walks of life, both locally and internationally, who are passionate about creating value. And this has obviously rubbed off nicely on the football administration in Nigeria, in Africa, and across the world. His track record of experience in running successful businesses on the Brownhill Investment Company that covers construction, entertainment, oil and gas, marine logistics, and general consulting before becoming the president of the Nigerian Football Federation also served as a plus to the network of corporate relationship management expertise for the NFF. This is also evident in his bid to improve financial independence for the Nigerian Football Federation through sponsorship secured during his tenure.
He knows how to get people to buy his ideas and to buy what he believes in. And that has helped the NFF so much. You can see the unprecedented developed partnership that has come into the NFF, making all kind of bounds, despite all the distractions and the issues that have come.
Amaju's personality has changed the face of sponsorship of Nigerian football. We've had sponsors before, but because I've also been in the know.
Spinning told me that, don't worry, I'm going to get CAF president from here. Not only him, that Giovanni himself is going to come. I said, wow. Giovanni is not easy when you also see Aliko, you see my Egbon Aliko, you see my big Egbon, my senior industry as well, Steven Egbon, you see Taman, you see, FIFA, you see so many countries, MTN, all of the big names, corporates, all that one. It's only Pinnick that can do that. How he does it, I don't know.
My other brother, Amaju Melvin Pinnick, who is a great ambassador for Nigeria in the world. He's now part of the FIFA Council, of my council, is part of my executive board. And we need fighters like Pinnick to get our ideas through.
A lot of the partnerships we've had over the past 2 years have been Amaju has brought us in to football, and which has elevated the partnership with the private sector.
That acumen they had, to rebrand the Nigerian jersey and make it so attractive as it is now, is a kudos to Pinnick-led administration. Before now, I was not even wearing, if you give me the Nigerian jersey, I'll just dash it to somebody or wear it down. But now I won't wear it to functions, to social gatherings. Recently, I was told that even Nike wanted to back out. But even in the last days of his administration, whereby he would have said, oh, after all, I'm leaving, let me leave. But he had to appeal to them to sign a 4-year contract. Even though some people are thinking, why should he sign a contract when he's leaving? But as a matter of fact, that Adidas had walked away, Puma had walked away. If we had lost Nike, where are we going to? These are the leading kit manufacturers in the world. If MBL wanted to walk away, but he had to again, appeal to them to at least sign a one-year contract, which he has done. And other sponsorship. It was during his time that, we got an official airliner that was, touching us around during matches, both locally and internationally.
The way we have tried to bring legends into the mainstream, into recognition, is something that, we're proud of, and nobody can take it away that it was under his presidency that happened.
We thank you very much. We are grateful. We thank you for this event. Oga Maju, we thank you for doing it. We thank you all. Oga Sheyi, thank you very much. Oga Diko, we thank you too. And we thank you the most, Nigerians. God bless you. Thank you.
As a leader, Amaju has been instrumental in alleviating the sufferings of many associated with football through his foundation, the Brown Hill Foundation, which was created with the sole aim of assisting fewer privileged individuals in getting quality education through sponsorship. The foundation has given exclusive education scholarship to many, including those related to football. The foundation has given exclusive education scholarship to the children of late Ace Sports broadcaster Timi Ebekaburo and also the late Tulu Abe and more, since they passed in 2017 and 2018 respectively. No doubt, the Amaju-led board have encountered a lot of difficult challenges that has never been seen before, but consistently found innovative ways to solve them and sought to lay a good foundation for the next set of leadership.
Is always willing to support, always willing to give of himself for a better cause, for a better society.
The legacy they will leave behind, a good foundation that will create a solid Super Eagles, solid Super Falcons, our youth team. Above all, they have been able to live unity.
It's about Nigeria. It's about good representation of Africa, and Amaju has the capacity to do that.
And by going to the next level he's trying to go, I'm sure he's just going to have opportunity to do more.
I hope that the next president can take it from there as well and move it to the next level.
Amaju reflects the very smartest, amongst the most committed, and amongst the most talented African leaders. A leader that gives all of us confidence about the future of Nigeria, about the future of Africa.
A standing ovation for Mr. Amaju Melvin Pinnick, as well as the executive board that have been in charge for the past 8 years. Let's give them a very rousing ovation. They've done very well. Thank you very much. From being just one of the personal assistants to then FIFA President Sepp Blatter during the 1999 FIFA Under-20 World Cup that Nigeria hosted, to being second vice president of Delta State Football Association, to not even being on the ballot for the NFF presidency election in 2014, and now to leading the change at the top of the Confederation of African Football in 2016, to being the first vice president of CAF, and now today is the only person to have won election twice as president of the NFF, is a member of the FIFA Council, a club of only 37 people in the entire world. Please, let us welcome Amaju Melvin Pinnick for his address.
His Excellency, my brother, the indefatigable, the very loyal, God-fearing, audacious, tenacious, all the choices, Comrade Philip Shaibu, the call him my co-president. He's very creative. Barrister Sheyi Akiwumi, my second vice president, chairman of the league, my brother, chairman of chairmen, my brother Ibrahim Gusso, other members of the executive committee, my colleagues from the FIFA Council. I'm very sorry, the chairman Senate Committee on Sports. There is our boss. As chairman of FA, is my subordinate. My brother representing the Honorable Minister, my esteemed members of the Congress, our very highly revered contestants for the various positions, other stakeholders here present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Really, I don't know how to start. I'm very emotional this time around because this will be my last Congress presiding as the president of Nigerian Football Federation. But every good thing must come to an end. Life is but a commitment to serve, and to live when the ovations seem to be loudest. When I watch this documentary, I have mixed feelings. Mixed feelings because everything attributed to me there wouldn't have been possible without members of my executive committee. I'm very without members of my executive committee. You heard what Sheyi said. He said, if I bring in my vision, we harmonize, we streamline, and we push it out for football development. It's a round of applause for Sheyi Akiwumi. And also members of the Congress. They've seen our vision. But like I said, it's a tough decision. But I believe that we have come to a point where people can take it from where we have stopped. And we believe Nigeria, we have very, very eminent and very prominent people. When I see the area of contestants vying for my position, I laugh for two reasons. It looks very interesting, but trust me, it's a road that possibly you say, why did I get there? Musa Amadu will tell you, when I got elected, he brought a memo to me as my general secretary then and said, President, you need to sign a memo to buy jerseys for the Super Eagles. We had just won the Nations Cup in 2013. I got elected in 2014. And I asked why. He said we need to get Adidas jerseys, and they are pulled out. I look at myself, Nigeria, buy jersey. Say, yes, sir, we have to buy, and we have to start looking for sponsors. A kid sponsor. I look at other things. I thought it was a bed of roses, but trust me, beautiful things always come with very thorny plants. Or is the way they put your hand, they shook you. Ultimately, I vow at that point, with the help of my executive committee, especially Sheyi at that point, because that was just I just got in like a month or two before, to get not just a kit sponsor, but to get the best. And indeed, with prayers and with the support of my Congress, I remember I was getting committee, we got Nike. And what was the catchy on getting Nike? We told Nike that we are not conservative people. We are not traditional people. We allow you create what's called lifestyle jerseys. Nigeria, we love life. We always believe. So create something that people will like. We'll give you the option of creating. And that was how we started. Myself, the General Secretary, the second Vice President at the point, we're traveling in ensuring with the players. And today, Nigeria is seen and rated very highly in terms of our kits. I want to appeal to members of the Congress they were going through a very tough time, hurt somebody by telling them the truth. Hurt somebody by telling the truth. Don't please him to tell him lies. And that's the truth. Whoever is going to lead today, please, let's not put pressure on him. Our country is going through a phase. Don't put pressure on him. Allow him to develop football. I'm passion-driven about it. I'm really, really passion-driven about it. We've made enemies, we've made friends. But if you are not able to make enemies as a human being, if you are not able to attract enemies, it means you are not good enough as a man. You are not excelling. If you're excelling, you must attract enemies. But how do you manage that enmity for societal goal? So when I hear people campaigning, talking about us, my general secretary will call me and we will laugh. Indeed, we will laugh because they don't know what it is sitting on this seat. It's one of the hottest seats in this country. A few months ago, rather a month ago when we were in Lagos to do this, I came out and I apologized, even though I didn't air. But I said, let us move on. Because when Megeri was handing over this Congress to me, he handed one indivisible Congress. So if I'm going to hand it over, it's going to be this Congress. To me, that's my greatest achievement. Congress, where I can still look at your faces and laugh. Enmity, hurt has led us to so many things. So many things, distractions, bitterness, hatred. But according to Weber Danfodio of blessed memory, conscience is an open wound. Only the truth can heal it. I stand here today wearing this suit. People that do not know, you will not know that there's a difference between the FIFA suits. The FIFA suit with the gold emblem shows that there are only 37 people in the world that can only wear this suit. And a Nigerian, your brother, that is the reason I wore it, is wearing this suit. Protect it. Project it. It can be you tomorrow wearing it. It is very, very epochal and very, very important. To the contestants, I'm still your boss, whether you like it or not. You report to me. As a council member, I represent 22 African countries, the Anglophone, Nigeria included. I will always represent you with love because Nigeria is a country that deep in my heart I love so much. Another thing I want to appeal to you, the Congress members, not just putting pressure on who is coming, not just putting pressure on the number of trophies won. You can put pressure on football development and a symbiotic climb from the junior to the intermediate and to the senior. England, football was first played in 1852 or thereabout. It's one of the greatest footballing nations in the world. They have never won the European Cup. They won the World Cup once in 1966. And if you look at their trophies, it won't count more than 4 or 5 globally. But indeed, it's still the greatest nation. So if we emphasize on, if you don't qualify for World Cup, we'll chase you out. It might be your turn the next time. Emphasis should be on football development, which possibly you might not see. So I don't want to bore you. Today is a day where we definitely will have to contend with a new leadership. My pledge, whoever wins, I'm going to support him 100%. I'm going to intervene when invited or when necessary. But like I said, I will not interfere in his running of his activities because I am too busy. Once again, I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank Edo State government. Edo State government has become what I cannot qualify in ordinary terms because they have shown beyond what you comprehend. When we came here a few years ago and said, build a stadium, Oakby Stadium, or rather called Bermuda Stadium, at a point was housing 4 Premier League teams, Bendel Insurance, Bendel United, NNB, and Flash Flamingos. So it's a traditional home of football. And this is what this administration is reigniting again. Please, a round of applause for the government of Edo State. It's a government that listens. So I want to thank you for what you have done or what you are doing for football. I also want to thank the government of Nigeria for their support. Let's not think that the government does not like us. No. A government is like a father that wants to strengthen you for your development. Some of us might like it, some of us might not like it. Our initial reaction is that, but when you pause, meditate, and think, they can be right and you can be wrong. So let us put our hands together for this government. I'm sure a lot of you will miss me, but like I said, you don't need to invite me for your congress. I will attend. You don't need to invite me for your ESCO. I will attend. From today, you don't need to give me life president and president emeritus. Once again, I love you guys. Forgive me. Love the Football Federation and pray for the success. Expunge your mind all forms of acrimony and bitterness because it will only hurt you and cause you disease. And play key roles like somebody like Balile is playing, like KBC is playing, like Nasir Sokoto is playing. Key roles that some of these leaders among these Congress members are playing. Even Igaba, Dan Ladi from Nasarawa. Key roles that you're playing. We must stay united. We must stay tough. And we must project Nigeria in the right direction. Thank you all, and God bless you all. Thank you.
I crave for another round of applause for the NFF President. Thank you very much, Mr. President. The next person who will be talking to us is a former international footballer of note, and I use this opportunity to also introduce our former international footballers who are in this hall playing various roles in Nigerian football. With the kind permission of His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Comrade Philip Shaibu, I'd like to, please, let's put our hands together for Mr. Austin Eguavon Zerezo. He played for Nigeria at 2 FIFA World Cups. I'd like to also recognize Galba Lawal. He played for Nigeria at the 1998 FIFA World Cup in France. Let's put our hands together for Patrick Pasca. He is the chairman of Bauchi State Football Association. I can see Abdurrafil Yusuf, who played for Nigeria at the Africa Cup of Nations. Let's put our hands together for him. Mr. Chikelu Ilayosi is presently the chairman of Anambra State Football Association. He played for Nigeria. We now take a brief remark from World Football Governing Body FIFA, as represented here by Mr. Gelson Fernandez. Gelson.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. You are the family of the Nigerian football. You are for us in FIFA very, very, very important because you make football every day in your country. I played 3 World Cup for Switzerland. My first souvenir from a World Cup is 1994. I think your country had a fantastic team. These guys give me hope, give me dream, and encourage me to make sure that I can make it. And they come all from Nigeria, and you are a giant of African football. And us at FIFA, we are here to protect football, we are here to protect our delegates, and we are here to make sure football and football development is happening everywhere in the world and everywhere in each country. This is key to us. And we are here today to observe this election. We do hope it will go smoothly. But Nigeria, Nigerian girls, Nigerian boys, they deserve to have a future, they deserve to have dreams, and they deserve you to keep going in the way you do. I would like to say thank you to your still president, and he said himself, for life, Mr. Pinnick, because I met him 2 years ago and he showed a lot of passion for his country. We spoke highly about your country, about you. He tried to represent you the best way possible. It's not easy in the football industry to just step out and say, I leave my place and I hope the best for the next one. So we do respect this, and well, he's still a FIFA Council member, so he will still part of our family, but on behalf of FIFA, we would like to thank you for what you did the last 8 years. So that's it from our side. We wish you good General Assembly and good election later on, and if anything, we are here to observe anyway. All the best.
Thank you, Gerson. Please forgive me. Also in the auditorium, we have a former Nigeria international goalkeeper, Mr. Pisa side, Ida. Mr. Ida, you are appreciated. I now call on His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Comrade Philip Shaibu, for his address. I may also mention that he's a recently retired footballer. Comrade.
Hello.
Thank you. I just hung my boot. It's true. The Senate, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Sports, Senator Obinna Ogba, the President of Nigerian Football Federation, my brother, Amaju Picnic, and a member of FIFA Council. The first Vice President, Barrister Sheyi Akunwumi, the second Vice President, Malam Shehu Diko, the Chairman, now, as a member of the Football House, Senator Obinna Ogba. I introduced him first as Senate Chairman on sport. Now, I'm now introducing him second time as a member of the Football House. So that is where his position is in the Football House. All other ESCO members here present, CAF and FIFA representatives here, and Nigerian Olympic Committee representatives that are here, ex-international players, our own living legends that are all here. It's good to see you guys again. The former Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, right? I saw him. Silas. All observers that are here,
and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and all lovers of sports and lovers of footballs that are all here, and gentlemen of the press. Indeed, on behalf of the government, governor, and good people of Edo State, I welcome all of us to Edo State, the heartbeat of Nigeria. For us in Edo State, just like the president just said, we are not changing the wheel, but we are trying to fulfill our will and the destiny of Edo as the home of sport and the home of football. You agree with me, whether in coaching or in players, the history of Nigeria has not started or completed if Edo is not mentioned in those two sectors. And some will say maybe it's our gene. Some will say maybe we are just Edo that we are. But when you look at the map of Nigeria, you know why Edo is actually a destination of good things and all things. I will not say much about that. When you are done with the Congress, go and check the map of Nigeria and see where Edo is located. That will tell you that everything starts here and ends here. And that is why we are conscious of the fact that we need to rebuild our destiny. Because we know when we rebuild the destiny, all those that pass through here will take something home. And when they take something positive home, that means Nigeria will be better for it. We've rebuilt our stadium. Thanks to our president. One of those that actually encouraged us to have a natural turf in our stadium. He gave his technical advice. He even sent some technical people to us. Even when we started building it, we were also consulting him because we wanted to have the best stadium in the world, not just in Africa. And why is that? He will always tell us FIFA standard. FIFA standard. So that's okay. We are building stadium for FIFA. So we decided that the stadium has to be built for FIFA because it has to be FIFA compliant. And that is why today we can beat our chest. FIFA representative, take this one home. Any match you bring to Edo State, Samuel Ogumina Stadium, any stadium, including Maracana Stadium. In terms of size, it may not, but in terms of facility, that is the only, and quality, that is the only stadium where you don't need to fly cables to be able to beam matches live. You just come and plug. That is the only stadium also that whether VAR is there, you don't need to run cables. You just plug and your VAR system, video assistant referee system is there. All these are constantly built, automated in that stadium. Even the goalposts are VAR compliant because for you to have accurate measures, even the goalposts must be VAR compliant with the chips that are connected with it. So that will tell you the kind of stadium we have there in Samuel Ogumina Stadium. And I urge all of us after the Congress, just take a tour of that stadium and you see what I'm telling you about. Every event that takes place there, we can pin to every spectator, wherever it is. We can pin you and we can review those videos even a month after the match. We can see you when you are coming to Edo State from the airport. That is the facilities that we have there. So just take a tour. Take a tour and you will see. And beyond that, we have built 20 mini stadium across our schools.
to develop this game of football. 20-minute stadium. We have 18 local governments in Edo State, and we built 20-mini stadiums in schools because we want to combine football, sport, and education. Because when these kids are physically fit, they will be mentally stable to be able to study. We want to have the like of Socrates, the like of Aduke Mesemeka again. When they leave football, they have something to fall back to. When they leave football, they can go back to their medical profession like Socrates. When they leave football, they can go back to their legal practice like Aduke Mesemeka. That is the future we are building for sport and football in Edo State. As I welcome all of us to this General Assembly, I will not end this without tribute to my big brother, friend. Interestingly, we are still debating whether he's senior to me or I'm senior to him. But I call him my big brother anyway, and we are birthday mates also. It's 1st of December and 1st of December. We have had our good times. We have had our bad times. So when he was apologizing now, I'm one of those he has apologized to. So I accept your apology. I also apologize to you too, if there's any way where I've offended you. But one thing I can tell you, Amaju is the face of Nigeria in FIFA Council. I just came back from the 72nd FIFA Congress in Qatar on the invitation of FIFA to attend. And the chemistry that I see and the coordination I see around our own president, Amaju Picnic, I was so proud. I was so, this is one of us. That is our own. They are rallying around him to even take a decision in Qatar. They are rallying around our own. I was so proud. There was one issue they wanted to raise, and I saw the president. They have to step down, and they came to him. And the next thing, he left, and the next thing, they suspended section for 1 or 2 minutes, and they came back. Exactly what he said was going to happen, and the correction he was already saying was going to happen. And that was what was taken. And I'm like, really? Our own. Just make this thing change like that. So we need those kind of persons in FIFA Council. We need those kind of persons in CAF. We need those kind of people in other international organizations. I must say that, Maju, you've represented us well, and by the grace of God, you continue to represent us, because if I have a vote or I have a voice, I'll continue to give it to you, because when you are given the chance to represent, I can bet that you can do exactly that. It's what I've seen with you in FIFA. And who say we can also be FIFA president? FIFA president is not only for them. We too can be FIFA president. So our FIFA representative, observer, we are also on the race for FIFA. So if you are in Nigeria, to make sure that you protect our delegate and protect the football family, also tell them we family elsewhere. So having said that, we want to also assure NFF that Edo State government will continue to partner with you to develop, because we don't even have a choice, like I said. Here is the home of football. For those that are coming in, you are coming to feel a very big gap. There are a lot of things you have to do. He has set the template for you. One template that you have to build on, that is passionate with me and us, and I know Nigerians are also wanting to do that. Please, when you come in, first thing you must correct is to have our league and our challenge running together as we see in other places. Not for clubs that play league only to be representing us in CAF tournaments. We need to return back to those days where league and we call it Champions Challenge Cup, now Etio Cup. The two have to run together so that the season ends together. We have done well with the women's football movement in the league. We started in a shaky mood. At least under your reign, we've been able to have a system that works. I am not of those people that believe that government interference in sport is to come and be dissolving. No, I don't buy that idea of just dissolving. We must work together. When we say it's partnership, that partnership has to be what you want versus what I want, and we arrive at a compromise that will benefit the generality of our people. Please, for the professional league, let's make it really, really professional. We are, like I said, we have taken it from one level. We need to consolidate on that level and make it right. At least we now win away matches. Clubs now come to other areas and win. Before, it was not like that. So I want you to give them a round of applause. At least we are getting. And we need to, I think other speakers have said that we need to go back to football development. Grassroots football development is critical. We need it urgently. Grassroots development, football development. And that's why I'll continue to thank Amaju. We have 20 mini stadiums. Part of those decisions, we took it with him just to have us build our football base. Because without the foundation of our football, the likes of Patrick Mancha, my own Guivon, Peter Side, mathematical, all of them, Garba Lawal, will not have them again. We will now end up having imported players as against we exporting players. We need to do it critically. So having said that, my brother, we are praying for you. You will not end just a member of FIFA committee. We are looking forward to have a very solid African position. And you lead us there, and by the grace of God, we will continue to pray and follow you to that. I would like us, before I do what I'm asked to do, I would like Amaju to sit down and all of us to rise and give him a round. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We love you.